1st of January 2014, employees will be able to take bullying complaints to the Fair Work Commission. This was an amendment that was introduced by the previous federal government, and the current federal government has indicated that they will stick with this proposal. The real concern is that the Commission itself has indicated that they think that this will give rise to at least another 3,500 bullying complaints every year going through a commission, which is already a very, very busy place with all of the other types of applications they have to deal with. The main concern for employers is, well, what does this mean? The provisions are quite broad. An employee can complain of bullying when they feel that they're the victim of unreasonable action on the part of an employee or their employer. And in our experience, that usually arises during performance management processes or where there's a personality difficulty in the workplace. The discussion that's happening at the moment is how can we triage or place a gatekeeper, if you like, on these claims going to the Commission. And the government has placed it in the Fair Work Commission's hands to try and work out a reasonable way of managing the volume of claims which is likely to come through the door. There's a couple of ways that this can be done. The federal government quite sensibly has proposed that one of the federal workplace regulators, such as the Fair Work Ombudsman, be tasked with the job of ensuring these claims are actually legitimate, or at least ensuring that these claims have gone through some type of internal process and not been satisfied before the employee can actually take the claim to the Fair Work Commission. That would be a fabulous initiative if that could work, because it would enable the unmeritorious complaints to be filtered out, and it would ensure that employees actually do follow their own internal employer processes before they go running off to the Fair Work Commission to seek some type of order. The second thing that's proposed by the Fair Work Commission is to put in place some type of triaging system or case management system whereby they really notify people when they're making claims about exactly what it is that will happen. Despite all the talk about this new jurisdiction, the remedies are actually quite limited. You can only seek an order if in fact the bullying is continuing. So you can't seek an order after you've left employment, for example, because the bullying's not happening anymore. And you can't seek an order that includes a monetary amount. So this isn't a jurisdiction where you can go along and say, I need $50,000 because I've been bullied in my employment. The Commission simply hasn't got the jurisdiction to be able to deal with that complaint. So this idea of triaging is a really, really good idea and could greatly assist employers in trying to deal with these new claims. One of the other big issues with this bullying jurisdiction is essentially bullying complaints can be brought in a number of different places. Usually they're brought through the workers' compensation system, or they could be taken to WorkCover as a breach of workplace health and safety laws, or in fact they could be based around discrimination and be the subject of a discrimination complaint. By instigating some type of triaging process, hopefully the Commission would be able to whittle down the claims to the true claims about ongoing bullying in the workplace, where there is actually a genuine threat to the health and safety of employees involved.
Is there anything employers should do before that time?
There's lots of things that employers should be doing before that time and should have really started to do when these laws were first flagged some 6 months or so ago, and that is ensuring that they have a proper, robust bullying policy in place, and very, very importantly that they have a procedurally fair complaint system in place, that it is clear to employees where they go when they have a bullying complaint to be made, and what will happen to their bullying complaint once they've made it. The investigation and the management of these complaints is absolutely vital to minimising the exposure for employers, and will also provide an excellent defence if these complaints actually get made after the 1st of January next year.
Well, some great tips there, Alice, and some interesting insights on what's happening with the bullying moving to the Fair Work Commission. Thanks for joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you.